You guys got material. Those of you that hate Tua, you got some material. And yesterday I was, tripping out with it because I had, a couple people reach out to me about it. I think somebody even mentioned it on the show, but I didn't have all the info. I didn't see it. So apparently, not apparently, it did happen. Jordan Poyer was at a event in Buffalo, and in that event, he praised Josh Allen and said, "You guys have the best quarterback in the NFL." And I got to tell you something. I love it. I love it that Jordan Poyer did that. And I'm going to love it for all the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. See, the Tua haters, the Tua disbelievers, they use it as some kind of ammunition because, of course, they don't believe in Tua or dislike Tua, or since they're already been wrong about Tua, they want to try to, use it as ammunition. Oh, Jordan Poyer, should he have, used those words because he's playing with the Dolphins now? No, he should use those words. He hasn't played with Tua. In fact, let me explain something to you. Jordan Poyer did what a man is supposed to do. Be honest. The guy played with Josh Allen for, what is it, 5-6 years now? Whatever it's been, right? 5 years. And he's gone to the playoffs a few times, had some success with the guy. He has spent his entire career in Buffalo. Those fans love him. He's at an event in Buffalo. He probably has a great relationship with Josh Allen. So this is what he knows. The phoniest shit in the world would be for him to come to Miami and say, I'm playing with the best quarterback in the NFL in Tua. Then I would call him a liar. Then I would say, oh, he's just doing PR shit because now he's here in Miami and he's just saying what people want him to say. Why would he say anything like that about Tua when he hasn't played with Tua? He doesn't know how to appreciate Tua or anything like that. He's played against Tua. And he's played with Josh Allen. That's what he knows. Now, maybe a year from now or two, you go on to go make a deep run in the playoffs, or we even win a Super Bowl with the Dolphins. Maybe he'll feel a lot different about Tua at that point. But I don't think it's a slight. It's only a slight for the phonies out there that need this as ammunition. Like, oh my God, is this a slight against Tua? No, dude, this is him being honest, and this is all he knows. Why would he actually be afraid to give praise to a teammate that he has just played with for 4, 5, 6 years, whatever the hell it is that he's there? Why? Why would you? That's respectful what he did. That's classy what he did. Phoniness would be to not show your feelings for a guy that you clearly care about. You played the game. Don't worry about it. When the season starts, Jordan Poyer is going to be the guy that wants to intercept Josh Allen more than any Dolphin on the field. Because that's how it is when you play against your brother, against your best friend. Doesn't matter. There's always a little extra something when you're playing against somebody that you even actually care for. There's a little harder that you're trying. There's a little bit more of an edge. You kind of get bored playing against the same opponent, but when it's your brother or when it's your best friend, the stakes get a little higher because there's a little bit more trash talking. So don't worry about it. Doesn't mean that Poyer is not going to be able to take care of his business and want to play the right way against Josh Allen. No, in fact, he's going to be more motivated than anybody else to play well against Josh Allen. But his praise is, and he said it himself. He said, for 7 years I played here. I loved every minute of it. I'm sorry we couldn't get it done, but you all got the best quarterback in the league, he said while pointing his bat towards Josh Allen. I know that might go viral, but that's okay. And it is okay, Jordan Poyer. I appreciate that of you, brother. That tells me that you're not a phony. You just left Buffalo. You got to have a lot of feelings about the place you just played in. You had a lot of success there. You have a history, and you have a history with this guy. And clearly, there must be a friendship. Okay. And to Josh Allen's credit, he's a guy that, and by the way he plays, throwing his body around everywhere, that endears him to all kinds of football players. Not just the one he plays with, but people around the league will end up, even though it's crazy, you and I know that probably will not end well and all that, but in their world, in their gladiator-like world, it's respected. It's appreciated. Anytime a guy is selling his body out for the rest of his team, that becomes the ultimate appreciation out there. So really, it's not something you look as a negative. You look at it like, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. The guy played with him for a while. Why should he hide his feelings? Why? Because he's playing now in Miami? Because now he's playing with Tua? It's not a slight against Tua. It's not a slight against anything. It's him praising his friend and former teammate, period, in front of a fan base that he has played his entire career. He has not endeared himself or made himself worthy of the Dolphin fan base. Not yet. He just signed a contract. Doesn't mean hey, when Kyle Lowry signed his contract, I was terrified, but lots of people were like, okay, let's see if he can help us. And then you find out, right? And then now you have no respect for Kyle Lowry because he didn't earn your respect as a Heat fan. So Jordan Poyer has to now earn your respect as a Dolphins fan. He has to earn Tua's respect. He has to earn Mike McDaniel's respect. He has to earn Javon Holland's respect, all of that kind of stuff in the locker room. We all know he's been a hell of a player, but none of that means shit the second you line up here. It's interesting because I put out to have some fun a South Florida head coach rankings. I put out there, right? And 1 was Spo, 2 was Jim Larinaga, 3 was Paul Maurice, 4 was Jim Crutchfield, 5 was Skip Schumacher, 6 was Mike McDaniel, 7 was Tata Martino, and 8 was Mario Cristobal. And so I had some guy that was, oh, well, you're dissing Mario. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not dissing Mario. I love Mario. But what's he done? Oh, but why you put him 8th? Because he hasn't done jack shit. He doesn't even know when to kneel. You got to earn it. Mario played here, and we appreciate when he was here as a player, and we appreciate him as a hard worker and a great human being and all that. But, bro, you got to prove it as a head coach. You've been a freaking disaster so far. Got to call it like we see it. Tata Martino, why is he second to last? Because he doesn't do shit. He rides the coattails of Messi. Do I give a shit what he did in Atlanta? Has nothing to do with it. It's his rankings here. Mike McDaniel. Why do you think I have Mike McDaniel behind Skip Schumacher? I know Mike McDaniel has a great offensive mind, but he constantly falls short. So what am I supposed to do? And Skip Schumacher made the playoffs, but he made it with less because nobody works with less than Skip Schumacher. So I got to give him a slight nod. Once McDaniel wins a playoff game, he'll jump Skip Schumacher. Pretty simple. Now, Jim Crutchfield, what he has done at Nova is way more impressive than Schumacher, than McDaniel, than Tata, and Mario Cristobal. And Tata has the number 1 team in the MLS, but what does he do? Nothing. Nothing. He is not a difference maker, bro. Messi misses a game, and you're at risk of losing the game because there is zero offense. He and Mario are one of the most and I bring it up because the rankings are based on what you've earned, and McDaniel's down at 6 because You know, he's got a great mind, but on game day, he is a complete brain fart. Makes 100 mistakes on game day. Tata Martino doesn't do anything except stand there with his grayish purple hair. That's it. And Mario Cristobal doesn't even know how to kneel. So you got to earn it. So Jordan Poyer did what he's supposed to do. He played in Buffalo. He loved it there. He had a lot of success there. Now he's got to come here and earn it. He signed the contract here. It doesn't mean shit. It's up to him now to prove it. And in the process, maybe he'll go about appreciating Tua Tagovailoa when it's all said and done. Or maybe he won't. Who knows? But what he did, you can tell the people that use it as a shot to Tua, those are the people that have something against Tua. So anybody on radio, on a blog, on an article, on, fan sites or whatever, if they're using that as some kind of a negative or a slight towards Tua, it's because that's the way they always see things. But what Jordan Poyer did and said was the right thing to do, the right thing to say, because it came from his heart. And if he would have said anything else and he would have used Tua as his guy, that would have been the phoniest shit in the world. That's where I would have called him a liar. So, Jordan, much respect. Much respect.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.